Welcome back to the first 10. This is Unfiltered, and this is Ian James here.
This is Jay Skyline. Remember, this is always GM Worldwide Radio, presented by My Sounds Wireless, Blue Diamond Vodka, and Street Smart Society, as always. And man, it's about to kill himself over here. But I got big news for y'all, man. My entire time knowing the man behind the camera, all he tells me about is the best French fries that he's ever loved, and how he used to go back to the spot over at Wilkinsburg, and it was on the same corner. Well, guess what, nigga? They coming back. Checkers and Rallies is coming back to the Pittsburgh area. Yes.
Throw something in the show.
Yes. Give me the greasy.
They are opening up 12 new restaurants in the Pittsburgh area. It's part of their new rebranding. They said the thing is, apparently Checkers and Rallies builds their stores off-site, and then they just put them on the plot of land where they want to put them. So yeah, so basically at some point, somewhere at Checkers Rallies, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna go to sleep one night, there's gonna be no fucking store. The next day you're gonna wake up and there's gonna be a Checkers and Rallies.
Awesome.
That'd be gangsta as fuck. Like
They say they build. Remember the Jimmy Neutron episode where it was like built restaurant? It's gonna be like that. Like they build the entire restaurant, fryers, bathrooms, everything, and they blow.
that would be I would be like if I would just like wake up and like it'd be there. I'd be like, all right, I'd have to go back to my house. I'd be like, is that there? Wait.
So yes, I knew from the beginning of the day, as soon as I saw this message, that this was going to change Mook's life. This is like the spiked Arnold Palmer's for me. Like I was geeked about those. Mook will be out there day one. I bet any money the day it opens, we'll come in here and there'll be like 4 or 5 bags of food.
We need to go straight there soon as it opens.
I'll be late because I'm going to be there.
I want it for
First
my
thing,
hips.
Mook is the epitome of I need to gain weight. I'm telling you now, this way it'll gain 20 pounds the first week Checkers and Rallies open.
Just on Buford's. Just on Buford's, baby.
So again, I knew that story needed to be the very first thing to come out today, because that's a big story for my man behind the camera. That's like I don't even know, because I don't know what my equivalent is to like a store that I guess is left that I would want to come back.
Yeah,
I feel like the closest thing for us, I mean, it's not food, but like at some point, Toys R Us not being there is gonna be weird.
No, that's not. That's not even the same equivalent.
I never really
You don't
went.
go to the toy store every day.
Well, I'm not going to. Up until about a year, until 3 weeks ago, I wasn't going to fast food every day.
I'll find it.
It'd be like a movie theater or.
I just want rally friends.
That's all he tells us about.
I said the dollar theater, but it became that luxury theater for me.
And you went to the dollar theater, I went to the luxury theater.
Hey, listen, that dollar theater was lit.
Yeah, with the mice and all.
Hey, go to the dollar store, get a bunch of food for $1, and then go in there, eat all that, smuggle that shit in.
Smuggle.
Yeah.
Bro, you weren't even smuggling, man. You took a 3-liter of Dr. Pepper one day and put it next to the door, walked in, just went to the back exit, picked it up, and walked back into the movie theater.
First off, that was when I was working at a different theater. I'm talking about the dollar
I
theater.
thut you did that at the dollar theater.
Did I go at the dollar?
Yeah, you did that at the. I'm not dry snitching on you at your other job. I'm talking about the dollar theater. You did that at the dollar theater. 'Cause I also remember you shoved all that shit in your pockets and it just didn't look like it was trying. I don't think the dollar theater people. I know the dollar theater people didn't care. Now I can say, now this is on you. Me and Rico went to the one you worked at, and we just walked in with Wendy's bags, like straight in, because it was when they dropped the pretzel bun for the first time. We went to go see something we got pretzel buns. We had a whole setup in the theater up in South Hills Village. Nobody gave a fuck, and we was like in the very front of the screen because we was like the last dudes in. The worst. I've never had to watch a big movie looking like this the entire time, because I never sat at the very front of a movie theater before until that day.
Yeah.
Which I don't even see the point in them seats now.
There's no reason for this.
Like they did a movie theater should start 2 rows further back than what those seats are at. Like they should just cut it earlier. So you were lying to me earlier about Antonio Gates retiring.
No, that was a lie. I was saying that he's just looking as a better option since Harry Henry's gonna be out for the season. Hunter Henry.
You just called him Harry. Also, we got a new challenge, y'all. We will be showing you video of this challenge later on Overly Unfiltered, but I might as well talk about it now. And I went to high school chemistry, so I kind of understand that this was a dumbass idea. But have we all been checking out the Salt and Ice challenge?
What?
Salt and Ice challenge. You take ice and salt and put it on your skin. It will burn. It will burn very badly. Like So if you're dumb enough, like the person that I'm looking at now, you're probably going to the hospital. I don't get it. Like, what is it about being Caucasian that it's not enough?
Hold on. We might find some African Americans in there.
No, I was mad
or
when I found out that the
Latinos.
black people were lighting themselves on fire.
Hold on. Remember the condom challenge? There was a brother in that.
What was the
No,
detail?
There was. Hold up.
Well, that was the one where they was putting it over their head.
What? No, that was when they're storing them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised. Hold up. There's somebody else.
No, the worst one for me as a black person was the one a couple years ago. They was catching themselves on fire, and all the videos were black people at first. Like I only saw black people lighting themselves on fire, and I was confused. Then I saw the one dude use the. It wasn't even the usual things. They're usually like I don't know the usual thing like regular rubbing alcohol. Dude used like the shit that people use for shaving, like like your grandfather used for shaving. And I saw him pour it on. I was like, the water won't. Like there's certain things that water doesn't extinguish. Like getting something they taught you in school, like the different things a fire extinguisher and why it has those letters on the side of a fire extinguisher. Because only certain things a fire extinguisher can put out. Just like if you put something that flammable on your body, water isn't putting it out.
Yeah. It depends on if it's like oil or I don't know. This is like a chemical burn. So like that's a whole different type. It's just reaction. I don't know. I don't think that nobody of any color should be doing this. Nobody in general we should be doing this. This is like I don't know why. What's the point? What is the like? Is it like, hey, this is for like pleasure? Like what is? I don't know.
So I got some news in the hip hop industry. I want to do this right. 281-330-8004. Remember that phone number?
Yeah.
Mike Jones, y'all. Yeah. Mike Jones has found a way to get back into the spotlight. He came out this week and said that Quavo has jacked his sound.
Boys be.
Mike Jones covered that a little late.
That's the reason. That's the reason.
I just said that was
First off, it's late.
Oh yeah, it's late. It's late. It's way too late.
You're way too yeah.
He's way too late. I thought, man, I was confused when I saw like 3 years ago he was on like a Mac Miller mixtape because I saw the track list and I'm like, where the fuck did he find Mike Jones? Were you touring in Houston just happened to go get some BK? And I was like, you Mike Jones. Like, was that what happened? Because I don't see where Mike Jones is today. Like, I know, like, everybody's like, Chamillionaire fell off. He's in Silicon Valley. I know the Chamillionaire got cash. I don't know what Mike Jones is doing.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Selling do-rag.
Damn.
Yeah, he says, and honestly, I don't even see it. I don't see it. Like, I'm really confused about who they think, like, what song that Quavo's been on does he think that Quavo sounds like Mike Jones?
I don't know. You got me on that fucking one. I don't know.
Oh, so somebody apparently went to him and told him that, and back then he sounds like Quavo.
What?
Even if like I can somewhat understand. At first thing I think it's just a Southern drawl. I don't think it's. I feel like Southern rappers have. It's a double-edged sword. Either you're gonna sound like the most unique motherfucker alive, Lil Wayne, Andre 3000, or you're just gonna sound like every motherfucker that can't pronounce his T's and L's in the South. Like that's like you're in this the Big Boy effect. Big Boy is one of the most talented rappers of all time. There's a lot of rappers that sound like Big Boy. It's just the issue. Big Boy has that universal sound where he sounds alike. His lyrical ability, amazing, but he sounds alike like a lot. Ludacris and Big Boy get mixed up a lot. Like I said, when it comes to the casual rap fan. Now, if I hear a song, I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
But the casual rapper, Big Boy sounds like a lot of other rappers, and the name probably doesn't help either. So that's how I look at it when it comes to Southern rappers and that type of issue. But Mike Jones.
But Mike Jones. What about that? Damn.
If you would have came out one of the other Migos that I don't really rock with as hard as Quavo, I might have rolled with you. But Quavo's the one Migo I rock with. So
that's the one.
I'm getting closer with Offset. I rock with a
Takeoff.
Takeoff as a nigga. Like Takeoff, I know Takeoff's about that life because after the Joe Budden thing, Takeoff was really one of the only ones that Quavo. That's my issue with Quavo. I know Quavo's not fighting.
No, you want to talk about that? Yeah, he wasn't getting. He was the last one. He's like, well, I gotta get up.
Yeah, Quavo knew he had to get up. Which, in some respect, I might have respected him more than if he never got up.
He never what?
Yes, because it would have looked like some these two, like I'm the star. They know they had to get up. I would have pulled some shit like that in the later interviews if I didn't want to get up. Because that's the point. He just didn't want it. Like Offset, Takeoff, they wanted it. Didn't Offset just get into like a massive car accident? So shout out to Offset. Hopefully he's feeling better. I know he got in a bad car accident a couple of days ago. But yeah, no, like Mike Jones, come on, man.
Come on, yeah.
We just play your song at casual cookouts and stuff. One more thing. Again, this will be on Overly Unfiltered. This is a freeze frame, so check it out on the page. I don't know where this is technically. I drive by it all the time, but the street signs change. I noticed something about Pittsburgh. I like to change street signs to the municipality. So this whole street I go on is on the border of either Whitehall. It's either Whitehall or Baldwin on one side and then Bethel on the other side. Yeah. But the Gardenville Bar, and like I said, it's on, I guess, the Bethel side of it. But the Gardenville Bar on Gardenville Road, Garden Bar, my bad. Gardenville Road. It's a street that runs between Baptist and Horning. If you leave give him reference. If you leave Rico's crib and then you like go out the bay to the right, like you're going back to your parents' crib. Yeah. Right before the light, there's that left turn. Right before that light, right there. Yeah. That left turn. Okay. You just go down. Oh, right there, and it's on that street. Right past the little truck. There's a bar right there. Yeah. On the bar, I drove by the other day. This is a picture I can say I personally took, just like when me and Mook found Lionel Richie over there trying to sell tea. I'm just gonna tell you what the sign says. I'm gonna tell you everything. It's a sign. It's one of those sandwich board signs to tell you what's inside. Clam chowder, fish sandwich, gangbang shrimp, bar help.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Gangbang shrimp. Right, yeah.
It was on the fucking sign. Like somebody went out there and changed the sign and put gangbang shrimp, which I don't even know. Like for one thing,
what was it before?
Oh, what was before? No, this is the sandwich board. The top of it says clam chowder. The second line says fish sand, just sand, actually. I mean, we know it means sandwich. I'm not going to get mad about that. And the third one says gang bang shrimp. And then at the very bottom, it says bar help, which, yes, your bar needs help. Because I don't know what y'all doing in there. What y'all doing to the shrimp? Is it an animal?
Yeah, I don't know about the shrimp.
I'm stopping there for the gang bang shrimp.
I might have to. I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
Like everything else off the menu, just put gangbang shrimp.
Because like, listen, the McGangbang is like one of the.
That's different.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's something like in the food realm. So if we're talking like food pornographic material, shrimp gangbang might be like some scallops might toss, then maybe some lobster. You don't know what it is.
So now
they're just calling it gangbang. They're like, we have some leftover shit. We're just tossing this random seafood, but we're just calling it gangbang.
You know what makes me mad is y'all have all the letters here to make the word gumbo, and it would have been the same. Like you could have just put gumbo shrimp, and I'm sure what y'all are doing is the same thing. I'm sure what y'all are doing is the same thing. But now y'all have this question, so now somebody that's hungry, somebody who's weird and pervy, anybody who's gonna walk in and can be like, so you got the gangbang shrimp? And you're like, yeah, I got the gangbang shrimp. It's like, all right, just stick it in my ass. Like, that's exactly.
That's too far.
Used to call and do, like,
Mo.
Yes.
No, I don't think no one's coming there to participate.
Man, this is the deep South Hills, man. I don't know what these.
The deep South Hills. What?
If you prefer gumbo or gangbang shrimp, I'm going gangbang shrimp. I think it's time for a new name. Gumbo is.
Gumbo is like.
So what? Are we taking back the word gangbang to make it sound better?
No, we give it what it means.
Yeah.
But I think it would sell more shrimp.
All right, So what is because it has no description of what the hell this is, and I know they changed the name on the sign, so somebody walked in there and said something because now it says Bam Bam Shrimp.
Oh, Bam Bam.
Yeah, now it says Bam Bam on the sign.
Yeah.
But
what happened to that gangbang shrimp?
If I ever happen to go into that bar, the first words out of my mouth is, I remember I came by one time, y'all had gangbang shrimp. What's that about?
Yeah, what's that about? Like, can we get that?
What do you think the recipe for gangbang shrimp would be?
Oh, like I said, it would probably be a gumbo.
One shrimp, bunch of sausages.
Yeah, you got sausage. I think it'd be some chicken in there.
That's so wrong.
Maybe like I think there might be like I don't know, maybe like a chicken wing. Like there's
A
like
wing with the bone in it?
Yeah, I think. I mean, no. You think it's a little too much? No
that's
bone.
That's the ghettoest thing I've ever heard. He said, I'm gonna throw a wing in there with the bone.
What? I'm just like maybe I don't know what else. Fuck.
He said a wing, one wing. First thing, there's two parts of this. The person that gets the wing is going to choke to death.
Do you let them know that hey, there's a wing, there's one wing in here. This is part of the gangbang.
I'm so worried about the day we have a potluck if you come in.
I'm not gonna. No, I would never make something like this. I would never do this. If this was if it was like being sold for real, it probably would have all that shit, maybe some scallops, maybe some lobster. I don't know. I think that'd be about it. You don't need to put that much. It's just a gangbang. It's just like pretty much a whole bunch of it. Everything getting fucked with the shrimp.
So for a lot of the people on the show know, me and him for a part of our lives went to the same elementary and middle school. Yeah. And for half the time we went to the same high school before he decided to move up to the Upper East Side. To the deluxe department in the sky that is Bethel Park. He was down there with the lowly ball and Whitehall folk for a while. But
I was still holding him down there.
But we had the same assistant principals and principals. We interacted with the same stuff like that.
Okay.
How would you feel if you found out your assistant principal could rap?
I guess that'd be interesting. I don't think it'd be. I don't know. I feel like he would be using too much of a positive approach, and I'm not really trying to hear that as a teenager.
You ain't trying to hear that? So what about these bars? Give me a reason just to unload a rifle. Pull the fire alarm into my lobby of my high school. Leave the halls bloody like a high noon tycoon. I'm about to cancel Christmas. I won't leave a freaking witness. Nah, I put Santa on my hit list, celebrate Kwanzaa, and cancel all Christmas. I got better towards the end, but that's exactly what I just read off of the assistant principal of a Tacoma, Washington high school.
Yeah. He's like, he got the 30 students to get his mixtape, but he ain't. That's not working.
I mean, I want to try that one more time because I feel like I just need to get that straight.
Oh, he's the principal. Wait,
he's the assistant principal.
Oh.
Pull the fire alarm in the lobby of my high school. Leave the halls bloody like a high noon tycoon. That shit, for how fucking wrong that is, because I know I fucked it up the first time. High noon tycoon is dope.
Yeah.
I pulled the fire alarm in school. Yeah, you don't want to do that. And he's telling me to do that. So
no, he's saying he's doing it himself.
It don't matter.
Give me a reason just to load up a rifle.
No,
pull the fire alarm in the lobby of my high school.
Two fires. Keep going.
Leave the halls bloody like a high noon tycoon.
3 tags. That's all 3 of your write-ups right there.
I'm about to cancel Christmas. I won't leave a freaking witness. No, I put Santa on my hit list, celebrate Kwanzaa, and cancel all Christmas.
What? Wait, hold on. Whoa, wait, you getting fired for that?
Oh yeah. You try to cancel Christmas, and you
put Kwanzaa as the number one holiday, and you know people don't like that shit.
There's black people that don't agree to that.
All right.
You're not canceling Christmas with Kwanzaa. People
definitely. It's Kwanzaa 7 days. You get a present a day, and they're like educational gifts.
Yeah,
they're not.
It's not the greatest at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. You
get principle, so it's not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's black people that aren't even about this. He also has some other lines like, she outside of your house with her nipples all hard and peeping.
Okay, fired. Yeah, he's fired. Fired twice right there.
Chinky eyes dilating. I hope you have no Asian kids at your school because you're fired for that one.
You already got, yeah. Matt, wait, this is over? Yeah, he's fired. Got fired at least 7 times right there.
So yeah, like I said, man, and shout out because he's like a young light-skinned brother. He looks young. You had to make it. Well, no, he's not too young. No, you might be like, honest to God, I'm gonna keep 100, man. I'm gonna let you see this picture. He was like the 40-year-old, like the shady dude that starts dating your mom after the divorce, but like you still like your dad. That dude looks shady as hell.
Get that.
Like it's like you want you like you over here still fighting for your pops to get back in the crib, and then this nigga shows up.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't ready for him to be doing that rap.
No.
He said, I just grew up without it, so I don't know if I'm fighting to get my dad back in the crib. My stepdad, but
That is the weirdest
What?
looking strawberry of all time.
Yeah, that strawberry was apple.
he's fired.
So
I
yeah,
thought someone tell me someone Caucasian.
Hey, yo,
Oh,
no.
He's lost his shit.
he's out here fighting for his job, folks. He doesn't think he should be
Both
fired.
off.
He thinks that the young people in his high school can understand the representations of his lyrics and thinks that they're overreacting.
Oh man, he was too afraid to rap at the gym, so he held it in until he was 50. Like, come on
Oh, damn.
What is this? Look at this nigga's tab. Yo, he ain't even a nigga. You is a lame.
Yo, get.
That was Danielle Moore, y'all. But like again, this is probably one of the more like I've had this one for a couple of days. This is one of the more exciting ones I've been wanting to talk to y'all about because this
I'm
nigga's
so
stupid.
Sorry. Is that the one that you was just reading his lyrics?
Yeah.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, I'm back on that. He's done. You talk about shooting schools. You were saying like I was being into myself taking pictures, but I was catching some of the idiotic things. I just don't think it's a good representation.
Like even if you're not a principal saying that's not okay, that's an FBI wanted list
I'm
immediately.
not gonna say in a whole blood and think that's all right in school.
Like, what in the world?
On the other note, I do have a positive note for
You're
Pittsburgh.
better off going to go steal from H&M.
I got better news. Pittsburgh, y'all know y'all my first home where I'm born and raised. My second home is the Chi-Town. I always let people know that. We are one step closer for a 47-minute trip between Pittsburgh and Chicago with a middle stop, I think, in Columbus. Yeah, it's supposed to stop in Columbus.
You mean like you slow down by Columbus and keep it moving?
No, it's supposed to be a stop.
Oh.
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a 3-leg thing. Remember, we're in a people forget because we're out here fighting for Amazon so hard. We're in a mini competition to get a Hyperloop train. It's one of those super fast trains that are really, really fast, like 300 miles an hour fast. And we're in a competition with other cities to get a 3-link trip between here, Columbus, and Chicago. It'd be the greatest thing that ever happened to me because it would cut my trip by 12 minutes by not having to use the plane. And I just don't like using planes. So I get on planes with no problem. I ain't no bitch. But like on everything, and I went to school for aviation maintenance for 9 months, and then I backed out because I found out that if you fuck up on an airplane, they send you to jail. Like if your plane crashes and they can figure out that you were the one that fucked up, you go to jail. There's no pass, go get $200. I'm not about that manslaughter charge, so I backed out.
How many you come to work every day focused when you're in that field? So I think that could be the.
So but yeah, saying that like I said, that was that's how that one's gonna roll. We're gonna get that
How many,
Pittsburgh
45 minutes? Wait,
47 minutes.
It goes over.
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
Just for the demo because it's too short. It's not like 500. Yeah, I'm not about this.
He said, I'm not.
No, but me and Jimmy shoot me 500 miles an hour in the straight.
Well, I think it'd be worth it. I mean, go to Chicago, boom, you're over there in 45 minutes. I mean, this is running.
And
like
it's supposed to be cheaper than the plane.
Yeah, that's a successful trip. That's all.
Oh, this,
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
It'll stop.
No, time out. I don't know. I don't think it'll ever get to this speed. But if they open it and they say it can get to this speed that I'm reading right now, then I'm probably on a no too.
Yeah.
tell us.
How she think it's gonna be 47 minutes? Go on, tell me.
760 miles per
Yes.
hour.
Yes. The trial one's only 300 because it's only a lift for like 7 football fields, so it would slow down now. But yours is all be going full fucking speed. Okay. Power to you. I'm gonna make a bus for that spirit flight.
Make a
Oh,
buzz.
you know what? I'll take my chances.
I know.
On the,
As soon as spirit came on my mouth, it seemed like that was a dumb choice.
I was like, I'll take my chance. Well, you know what? I'll take the train before I get on Malaysian Airlines. I'll do that.
No, come on.
They still haven't found that damn plane.
They think they know it. They think they know what happened to it. No, I don't. Shit. What's the 25? You see about the 25-yard marker moved up on?
Oh yeah, I got all 7 of those coming up in a second.
Oh.
There's 7 rule changes. They all matter to the kick return. Some of them are weird.
Oh.
Like some of these, I'm not going to actually be able to notice until I see a game and then I see people moved. But yeah, I got that. I had one more. It's time, man. It's time for the next. I don't know, Bovon, Dirk, Ricky Rubio. It's that time of year where the NBA says that the white dude from Europe is going to be the #1 draft pick in the NBA draft. And this year I got Real Madrid. Y'all usually think of it as a soccer team, but all the basketball teams and soccer teams are basically the same in Europe. Like they're run by the same people. So we got Luka Doncic. All right, we're just going to play the same game we always do. Luka. That's the first name. Doncic. That's the last name. Okay. But that is supposedly the man that looks like he could be the #1 overall draft pick in the NBA draft next season out of Europe.
Just the dog.
So, like I said, we do this every couple of years. We only got one Dirk. Just gonna keep that straight. There's only one Dirk. After that, it gets a little fishy. I mean, we got Steve Nash, but that's Canada, so I don't count that as the same. Still international, but you from Canada. Like, you didn't have to travel.
Spurs.
No, the difference is the Spurs, again, people from South America. There's some people from Africa on that team. Like, they're the Spurs out here working. Shit, technically, Tim Duncan was from the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it's still the U.S., but it's not like the continental U.S. So, no, believe me on that. That's definitely a big one. Before we get into the last sports topic, how do you feel about one of your favorite rappers, Kendrick Lamar, putting that little girl on the spot the other night?
I didn't see that.
Kendrick was performing at a show the other night, and every once in a while, Kendrick brings fans up to rap a song with him. He brought a young Caucasian woman up on stage to sing Mad City.
Oh.
They sang the hook. Well, he let her sing the hook alone.
Yeah.
You could expect. I banged this song in the car with you, so I know you know the song, you know the hook.
I know what it is.
You know how many times that word is said in the hook?
We all know.
About 4 times. And that's just if you say it one time, not the repeating effect of it. Kendrick cut her off after the first or second time she said it and tried to explain to her that she needed to beep it, where I'm not on Kendrick's side on this one. For one thing, I'm at the point where, like, I've gotten to the point of it's like being comfortable to me around a gay person where it's like, as long as you know that they're not trying to purposely get with you, everything's cool. That's how I feel about gay people. As long as you ain't trying to get in my space, we cool. Same thing about white people at this point. I can let an N-word slide. As long as I feel like you're not abusing it and it's not about me. And in this case, especially in the song form and you're in a fucking group, well, like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all just beating white people up at concerts? I want to know this because there's enough white people at a Waka Flocka concert that I'm feeling like early Waka Flocka was a whole bunch of Brig Squad, nigga. Like, it's all that all over the place. Like, and I saw them concerts. There was a bunch of white dudes in them concerts. Like, are y'all beating niggas up all the time? Because it's unnecessary. So I feel bad for this girl. I think Kendrick made the wrong decision on this one. I think first and foremost, you made the wrong decision as soon as you picked her to make the song. To do the song. If you wanted to do that, you could have did something like Love Me or something, or whatever that joint is off the new album. It's like the radio single that you have the edited version for ready to go for the concert. Even though I know Mad City was a radio single, the edit of that is rough. Like, I wouldn't want to, if I went to a Kendrick concert, I want to hear unedited Mad City because edited Mad City is like listening. Remember Make the Trap Say A by OJ the Juice Man? That song edited was hilarious because you had no clue what he was really saying. It was just chopped up to make it that he wasn't swearing. I listened to the unedited version and I was like, oh shit, this nigga just said nigga every time he said A. Like, A and nigga was part of the ad lib together. It wasn't just A. But yeah, man, if Kendrick, before you knowing this, if Kendrick called you on stage and you were supposed to do Mad City, are you going hard?
I ain't going that hard now.
Or you just
no.
So when you feel like you
what?
The rapper actually gave you like just even the hope on his show. You don't want to mess up his show by not like. I think he put her in a bad position.
Yeah, he put her. I think it was like a little setup, but I mean, she could have played it off where she could like left the mic over to somebody else, maybe a hype person. I don't know.
I think that was the acts of a Gemini. We don't think sometimes about the things that we do, and then we get offended whenever someone does it. You shouldn't have did that. I feel as though you could have broke history if you'd have just let her.
Well, no, the next topic I need Danielle here because she's a fellow parent. I'm a parent, but I'm a young parent. She's an OG in the game of parenting. Yeah. So this next topic is very important. You can get in this too because I feel like it would just be you're a caregiver So this would bother you. I know you're a caregiver of different people, but you've cared for kids. Florida man fined $118, and it's one of these. I'll show you the picture of him because this is why I have a feeling that nobody would have actually stepped up to him. Florida man fined $118 for yelling vulgar language and explaining the birds and the bees, and the vulgar way of explaining the birds and the bees, like explaining how sex to kids.
Sex to kids
At a playground. At a playground.
You found money?
No, he went to the playground and started telling kids about sex vulgarly.
Okay.
So he was like, so you fuck and you.
Yeah. You
In
do
the
all
midst
this,
of that,
yeah.
did someone whoop his ass?
Again, this is why I'm like, so you whooping his ass?
What? Oh, he had the devil in him.
Oh.
Again, this is one of those where I'm like, you telling me that you ran up on him, you saw him?
I would.
He was fined $118.
That's it.
That's because the police are afraid of him too.
Oh, get
They think he got voodoo dolls at home or something.
No, this dude, he has the.
Nah. If like my kids out there, I'd be like, first off, get the fuck out
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That on his face is not going to listen. As a parent,
That's just poor decisions of life.
yeah.
That's all that is.
Thank you. Let me tell you something. As a parent, you are a protector. And even if you won't protect yourself, let me tell you, I'm afraid of midgets and bridges. But I make sure I approach both of them situations in front of my kids.
That old story about trolls as a kid must have killed you.
You know what? I don't know.
It was like about the
I really
bridge
don't know
troll or
what
something.
it is. I really don't know what it is. No, you know what it is? Shout out Blue Diamond Vodka. Because I'm a little, it's okay. But what artist is that? Goody Mob, or what was the name of that group?
Oh, you're
With the
talking about
midget.
Was not
No.
Wait,
Talking
no.
about
Ghetto Boys.
He's talking about
Ghetto
Ghetto Boys.
Boys.
Ghetto Boys.
That's different. Bushwick was a crazy motherfucker after he shot himself in the face.
Terrified me. I was done. I thought.
Hey, especially the video for
Then it's the shape of their bums. They just look really strong to me. I'm not really that strong. So it's like, I feel like that is the one person that I would, I actually lost a fight last year. I wasn't prepared for that fight though. So let me not lie on live, but I'm just saying, midgets really, really scare me. Yeah. But anywho, back to as being a parent, that on his face and whatever he's possessed with does not matter. All you think of is, I need to protect my child. My daughter would have been there are you fucking serious? Because she'd end up saying what he was saying. She'd be like, are you fucking serious? Because that right there, then our system always lets us down. I have more of a fine for being in my own vehicle smoking marijuana than what he had for exposing children not only to sexual acts, but his face. Look at his face. He didn't even get fined for his face. Yeah. He needed to get fined for his face.
The fine for his face is the fact that he ain't working nowhere.
It doesn't look like he cares about a job, though. I promise you, it doesn't look like he cares.
Also, keyword Florida.
It's always Florida. It's always Florida.
Or it's either Florida or Ohio. I will never. Okay. I don't want to go there and visit in no way, shape, or form because I feel as though I'm cute. I don't want to be sold for sex slave or nothing.
Okay, that's Toledo.
Nah, that was a couple spots, I'm pretty sure. I thought
Ohio and Florida, that's where the main places it happens.
I feel like there's a special convention. What
was that show called? With the girl, her name is, she was a white girl. She got she sold drugs. It's a show that comes on, Queen of the South.
Oh yeah.
And that started in Florida?
I think so.
Yes, it did.
Right there. So
she tried. She thought she was getting away.
We are not like Donald Trump. We are not insinuating that Cubans and drugs just run next to each other.
On this show, on King of South, it does.
Dr. Reagan.
R.I.P. Nancy. Last thing before today, didn't Nancy Reagan die like 2 months ago?
Yeah, Barbara Bush said R.I.P.
Down. Yeah.
No, but he's still alive. I'm shocked. He's still alive. You're not going to care about this one. I just want to get you in for the last topic.
All right, thanks.
But new policy for NFL require NFL new rules. First, well, you might care about this one. NFL is now requiring players to stand for the national anthem, or you can go into the locker room. But if you're going to be on the field during the national anthem, everybody on the field is required to stand at attention.
Man, listen, they need to stand up. Put their symbols up. This is how I feel. Listen, all that money you getting paid, who gives a fuck? Just stand up. Just stand up. Certain things, to me, certain things are, and listen, please excuse me for everybody that's about to think I'm a coon. All I'm saying is certain things ain't worth it. And to me, those are one of the things that divided us more than it made us come together. It's unnecessary. I feel as though if one person was tired and felt as though he didn't want to stand at that time, let that man in his afro. Did he ever get his hair cut?
No.
Okay. Oh. Let him in his hair stay on one knee. There's no reason now you're making people feel as though they have to be forced to do something they don't even do in schools anymore. Like, come on now. If it was so important, why ain't y'all making the kids stand up in the schools no more? They don't even say it anymore in the school. Just respect the dollar. No, they don't.
Well, you're talking about the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I was like,
but it's the same difference to me.
No, it's the same difference.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally.
I'm saying, I was like, I've never said the Star Spangled Banner.
I don't remember.
We used to sing it at the assemblies.
Yes.
Then we sing
something like
Yeah. My thing is, certain things ain't worth the argument.
Oh yeah. So last thing for us today. NFL rule changes outside of that. We also got the I just lost those. I lost the rule changes.
It's about the receiver, like having all the players have to be within 15 yards of the ball.
Yeah, basically they rearranged the kickoff. Everything kickoff wise is going to be changing a little bit. The thing is, they did not get rid of the kickoff. That's the biggest fear, is the NFL is going to get rid of the kickoff soon.
Why?
Because they think it's the most dangerous play in football.
The kickoff?
Because everybody's running at X amount of miles per hour.
Just running
and then like you're as just a body just getting hit by
that. So the fact that they're hitting into each other, laying on top of each other, can't breathe, get your helmets on. Forget all the rest of that. Take out the kickoff. Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right.
I know, she's right.
Yeah.
Last story, and I'm happy as I forgot the story was here. Parents go to court to boot 30-year-old son from home.
Wait, what?
They took their son to court to kick him out. This is the whitest story ever.
What?
Man, I'm telling you now, black people know how to get their kids out the house when they're ready to get their kid out the house.
So they had to take him to court to get him out?
Yes.
That's their fault. They babied his ass all that time. Kept him on the titty. Now you want to take him off the breast milk. Now you got to go. I'm with him. I ain't going no motherfucking where. I'm staying my ass. I'm 37 years old. I'm staying my ass in this house. Die, bitches. Because I'm in this house. That's how he feels.
So since they went to court, did they ride in together? Did they it was just like a setup? Like, hey, we stopping right here real quick. And it's like, whoop, like, wait, what?
Yeah, how did you get him to court? That was getting him out the house.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just put his stuff out whenever y'all went to court?
Shout out to Syracuse, New York. I don't know. It's like a 2-level ranch or something. I don't know. But apparently he went to the court and the son was like, I know they want me out. Blah, blah, blah. But I think because it's the family house that I deserve 6 more months.
Hold on. Just 6 more months. That's it. I'll be on my feet. Don't you worry. And he'd be like, nah, fuck that.
Oh, no, the judge said fuck that. Now, he said he's going to appeal. He said he's going to appeal. So most of the time when you appeal something, that means that the decision is frozen. So I'm not sure if he's still allowed to live in the house during the appeal. Secondly, you ever see those cartoons or like the TV shows when the parents and when the kid thinks he's old enough to start doing shit on their own, the parents stop doing shit. So
this nigga's 37.
I'm saying, so do you cut off appliances? It's like so we got a washer and dryer. Like it's like, oh, I'm about to use the washer and dryer. Like, no, me and your mom got a washer and dryer. You better go hit the laundromat.
He's 37. And then I just was about to listen. I already start making man feel uncomfortable. You want to know why? Because there comes a time where you want to walk around butt ass naked. You want to feel yourself. You want to breathe again like Tony Braxton. You want to let things hang that ain't supposed to be seen by your kids. If this man is 37 and they let him live in there all this time, What do he look like? Is he on heroin?
No, he looks like one of them dudes that just sit at home and play video games.
Well, ain't this about a bitch? He on shrooms. Did they buy his suit? Like, come on now.
Yo,
Be for real.
get outta
Like,
here.
come on now.
He also, he also said he's offered money and I guess help around the house. I guess he has a job. So is he offering money? He's either offering money from his job or SSI.
Well, you know what? He ain't getting offered coochie. Because if he was, he wouldn't be the fucking house anymore. That doesn't make any sense. You're 37 years old, still at home, blaming on the parents. Because how you let your child even stay at home that long? That doesn't even make any sense.
No. It's gonna be like, what was it, the Men in Black one, where was it the second one?
Is he going to
Where
turn
like
into
where you're gonna go watch the VHS of
Yeah, I don't know.
The Wrath is our, I don't know, and like
oh
and
yeah,
then, like the dude was like, yo, want any of these things, these papas? And he's like, no, fuck you, mom. Yeah.
Oh no, he's definitely like the one from that was a really far reference. Even I got it. The easier one, Big Bang Theory show. I showed him the little one with the boy haircut.
Yeah, but
Howard. He lives with his mom. I just got the hiccups, y'all.
Got his own place. Oh man. But you know what? In that instance, his mother really doesn't want him to leave. So we can't even blame him. His mom needs him there.
And at some point, and I believe up until like recently, their parents probably believed they needed to keep him there.
Yeah.
And now they
don't want to. They want to run around naked. They want to go to a nudist beach. They might as well get that house up. Because he said, I'm here till they die.
Yeah.
He's in here.
I'm holding this down. Yeah.
No, this was a full. I've seen people try this before. This is a full blown. This is going to when they die. We just going. I've seen this happen once in my family. I'm not going to say the person who it is. But somebody passed away, and basically all we did was quarantine that room. Like we got the person out of there and everything. Like that person got buried and everything, but that room basically ceased to exist. And the rest of the houses stayed the same for that person who was living in the house while the other person died. Again, got the hiccups and randomly came up, and we'll get that handled before the next segment.
Yeah, I get it.
So I feel like that's what he was going to do.
People, I think people even pass down projects. I noticed that. But the reason why I say pass down project is because I didn't see generations live in the same place. How do you hand that down to someone else? As I got older, I realized as long as the same person is on the lease, they can keep going. So I guess the kids get older, they become of age to put their.
Oh no, I didn't move out of my mom's house until I was 24. And I was
37's retarded.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the fact that my mom has Section 8, so I had to sign on her. I had to go down there every year with her and sign that shit from 18 on.
Because you're a grown up.
Yeah. So I think that's how it worked. Like, if she would have passed away, I think there would have been some way that I kept her Section 8 if I did the paperwork.
When you separated, you could have went with your own Section 8 probably. I'm gonna look into that.
Oh yeah, my mom put me on Section 8 behind my back.
No, that's good. She cared about you.
I was still in college.
Still, she wanted to make sure that you wasn't coming back there. 37 will be at her house.
Like it was the wildest because I went to the thing to get the voucher. It was the wildest thing, and I was definitely like, it was either the only other people my age was chicks with 4 kids. Everything else was like a good 10 to 15 year age gap. It was weird as hell. I can even tell the woman at the counter giving me the paperwork. It's like, why is this nigga here? I'm like,
you'll be surprised. Tell her because you don't want to be 37.
Oh, the funniest part is that day I watched some dude come in and basically demand that he didn't want it anymore. He's like, I got my new job. I don't need this shit anymore. He's like, sir, you might want to wait. Just make sure like you can keep it for 60 or 6 months before you He's like, no, fuck it, I'm good. I'm like, you do know these registrations are like once every 3 years, bro. You better like, if I had Section 8, I'm not just walking away from it like that. No. He walked away like a job that you didn't care about. Like, fuck this Section 8. I don't need it anymore. Throw something against the wall. Like,
I'm rich, bitch. Nene leaks.
Basically, what you know.
As you see, she's back on Real Housewives. But she's rich, bitch.
Yeah, he ain't rich.
Yeah, no, he probably should have kept that Section 8.
So, like, you know what time it is. That was the first 10 that turns into a half an hour, probably turned into 45 minutes. But that means the first 10 is good. So y'all see the stuff up on the board. Always here, Blue Needy Kid. Go check out the Blue Diamond Girls single always out here on all the major streaming sites. Kia Star and Company, R&B and Soul, May 25th and June 8th. So please, Frankstown Road, 15235, Penn Hills. It's like the border of Penn Hills and Williamsburg, I think, isn't it? Or something like that. Yeah. So spot. And y'all know what time it is. We'll be right back. We got Pretty Chrissy in the house. We got Dude with the Hawk in the house too, man. He's always here with us too. So, and we gonna, it's interview and we're gonna try some stuff, some good food. So, we'll be right back. It's Ann James, Jay Skyline, and the wonderful Danielle Moore. I was on her show this morning. She had to make her appearance on my show today. We'll be right back. I gotta go.